You're listening to the Taheebo Tea Club radio show, hosted by Milan Vukovic, founder of the Taheebo Tea Club.
You know, he had a bunch of the tea, and when we do ship out, let's say somebody buys 8 pounds, they get 8 individual 1 pound packages for 2 reasons. One, because that way we only have to keep one packaging on hand, the 1 pound bags. And secondly, if we shipped 8 pounds in one bag, you'd have to be a weightlifter to lift it up to the stove. So, you know, when somebody buys 8 pounds, you know, they'll have 8 individual 1 pound packages. So he gave me one of the packages, and I started drinking it. He says, and since I started drinking it, he says, I haven't had another episode of gout, he says, and I feel fantastic. He says, now he says, I can eat salami, I can eat cheese, I go, take it, take it easy, don't go crazy. So, so from that standpoint, we know it works very well for gout. The other thing is, with regards to the friend of your wife's that had the burn on her wrist, the tea also works topically. So your wife's recommendation to, you know, make essentially a compress and put the gauze, you know, on that was actually, you know, the best recommendation she could have given. You can also just apply the tea directly without even putting a gauze on it. And there's a clinic here in Los Angeles in South Central, where South Central LA is not the best part of town. And so one day I got a phone call from the doctor that runs the clinic, and he says, you know, he says, we use your tea on about 80% of the people that come in here to the clinic, because they're usually homeless, they're cut up, bruised up, this, that, whatever. And we pour the tea directly over their open wound, and it starts healing up, he says, before your very eyes. So from that standpoint, people that do have various conditions that they can't apply topically, let's say they have melanoma of the skin, besides drinking the tea, you can just apply it topically as well. Or people that have eczema or psoriasis, they can also apply topically. Or my son, who's now 23 and who just graduated from UCLA last year, when he was 13 and starting puberty and, you know, getting pimples, he used to wash his face in the tea. He just put it in a bowl like a cowboy and cup it in his hands and wash his face. So from that standpoint, the tea is very, very beneficial. We've actually got people that bathe in the tea. What they do is they pour themselves a bathtub full of water, make a gallon of the tea, and pour the tea into the bath water, and you know, bathe in the tea, you know, if they've got a skin condition that's all over their body. So, thank you very much for letting us know with regards to the results that you've had, and with regards to the results that your wife's friend has had, because as I keep telling listeners all the time, and also in all the literature that we send out automatically included with every order, it says, please call us to tell us about your case, because it's the only way we can help more people. And that's absolutely true. Everything else, after I started the Taheebo Tea Club, other than my father's colon cancer, pancreatic cancer case, I actually learned from our customers, whether it was with regards to diabetes or dogs. I mean, never occurred to me to give the tea to my Siberian Husky until a customer called in and said that they had great success.
Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood, which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com, or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus does not grow on. As a result, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com.
Now, this next segment is a segment with live listener call-ins from previous shows, and you'll be hearing their questions, their successes, and their experiences with Taheebo tea. So please do give us a call and let us know how the tea works for you. Thank you.
Well, I just hope it will prevent me from getting any more kidney stones, because those were very painful.
Yeah, you bet. It should prevent you from getting that as well. I in the 12 years since I started the Taheebo Tea Club, I don't know of anybody that's been drinking a Taheebo that subsequently has got kidney stones. And I do have a lot of people that have had kidney stones and started drinking the tea, and it helped them dramatically.
Well, mine were caused, they did a test on one that they caught, and it was caused by uric acid. So they said that's only 5% of kidney stones, but it acted just like one and hurt like heck.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, well, I appreciate the tea, and thank you.
Thank you. Now, with regards to the nerve issue on the back of the hand that your wife has, do we know what the cause of that nerve issue is?
The neurologist believes it's due to a cavernous angioma on her spine, right where the nerve for that hand comes off the spine.
And what exactly is a cavernous angioma?
Okay, an angioma is where the capillaries leak blood at a very slow rate, or maybe it happened one time, but it's left an iron deposit. It showed up on an MRI a few years ago. There's a black spot there on her spinal cord, right where that nerve comes off, and he feels that iron deposit is irritating that nerve. He had hoped that it would eventually be absorbed by the body, but so far it has not, and this has been a few years that she was diagnosed with that. I don't know if the tea, as it works in the blood, would help to dissolve that, or what. But that's what we're hoping.
Well, that's a good question, and I actually don't know the answer to that question because in 12 years I've never had anybody call us with cavernous angioma and nerve issues and the capillaries leaking blood. So I thank you very much for explaining that, really well, for my own education as well as the listeners. Now, the reason that there should be hope that the tea might help is the tea works through the bloodstream. So, for example, even though the tea works for all types of cancers, the very first cancer that it works for is the leukemia, which is cancer of the blood. So from that standpoint, the tea will certainly work through the blood, and I guess what we'd hope to have happen is that the capillaries stop leaking, because that's what's causing the iron buildup. And
yes.
And as I said, I don't specifically know whether that'll happen or not. But for example, we know that the tea is beneficial for people that have Crohn's or ulcerative colitis or leaky gut or something like that. So if it's helping to heal, those conditions which are also leaking, but not leaking of the capillaries, there's certainly hope that it'll help your wife as well, because the tea builds the red corpuscles in the blood which carry oxygen to the organs and cells. And the organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. So from that standpoint, there's certainly hope that the tea will help the regeneration process for your wife. But one thing I'd ask you is to promise me to call me back and let me know what happens, because sometimes in the next 10 years, somebody's going to call up and have the same question at our office and say, I've got this condition, cavernous angioma, leaky capillaries of the blood. And, we'll be able to tell them, it worked for this person, and, God willing, it works for you too. And if you don't already have the tea, or even if you do already have the tea, when we get off the air here live in about 45 minutes or so, one of my staff members will call you to take down your name and address, and we'll ship you out a complimentary 1 pound package of the tea. And today's Friday, you'll get that on Monday, because we ship immediately. Like I said, God willing, it'll have the same benefits for your wife that it's had for, my family and so many others. Is there anything else on your mind today?
One other thing, and first of all, thank you, and we will keep you informed on my wife's condition as well as my own. Should we expect a detox taking the tea, or should we start slow and build up, or just jump right in?
It's really up to you how comfortable you feel, but you've brought upon a good point. Since the tea naturally has antiparasitic, antifungal properties, antibacterial, antiviral, the very first thing that the tea does is detox the body. Now, we're going to have to cut the commercial break here in about 30 seconds or so, but if I don't finish with my comment here, we'll pick it up in 2 minutes after the commercials. But most people don't feel the detox going on, and the detox happens the first 5 days that a person is drinking the tea. That being said, 1 out of 10,000 customers does have severe enough infestation that they'll call us up and go, "Oh my God, when I go to the bathroom, I'm passing worms that are 10 or 15 inches long, and I can't believe that I was living with them inside me." And good riddance to them. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus does not grow on. As a result, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1 pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com, or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1 pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com, or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com.
Welcome back to the Taheebo Tea Club radio show. This is Milan Vukovic, your host and founder of the Taheebo Tea Club. We're wrapping up a conversation with Dave, and the last question that Dave had was with regards to the tea detoxifying the body, which it absolutely does. And now, most of us don't have severe enough infestation to actually feel the detox, and the detox happens immediately one starts drinking the tea, the first 3 to 5 days. Now, to answer the final part of your question there, Dave, was whether a person should start drinking a couple of cups a day and then ramp it up to 8 cups a day, or should a person jump in right away and drink 8 cups a day immediately? Now, either way, the tea will certainly detox the body. The difference being is that if somebody's drinking 2 cups a day, it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks to detox the body, as opposed to if somebody's drinking 8 cups a day. So if somebody is going to work 9 to 5, they may want to ramp it up because they may not have access to a bathroom. You're not going to get diarrhea or anything like that, but when you do need to go, if you have infestation, it'll get rid of the infestation either through the skin or through urination or through the stool. And but the cases where a person has severe infestation, that happens also right away if a person is drinking 8 glasses a day. So if a person doesn't have to go to work, in that case, it is better to just go ahead and get rid of the infestation, because that example that I had of the customer who was passing worms that are 10 and 15 inches long when he was going to the bathroom, can you imagine what relief he got? I mean, like he said, he says, I don't know how the heck I was living with them inside me. I mean, he says it was like a Hollywood movie when I went, a horror movie when I went to the bathroom. So, the choice is really yours, whether to start with a couple of cups a day. And if, on the other hand, you're not fighting a life-threatening condition, you can certainly start with a couple of cups a day. The tea tastes great. It has no contraindications with anything. You can take it on an empty stomach, on a full stomach, with medication, without medication, and it's got no caffeine. So you can literally drink it all day, all night. We know it doesn't have dramatic effect on having to, go to the bathroom or anything, because when my son was 8 years old, I used to cook up the tea for his Little League baseball teams and football teams, and all the 8-year-olds used to guzzle it. The only thing I would do for them is I'd go in my backyard, pick up a bunch of lemons, chop up the lemons, and put them in the tea, and the kids used to guzzle it, and nobody had diarrhea or anything like that. So from that standpoint, you don't really have to take very much care with the tea. But like I said, if you are working, if you are working and, you want to play it ultra safe, just do a couple of cups a day and, then ramp it up little by little, and it'll still do the detox, but it'll take a little bit longer. Is there anything else on your mind today?
No, that is it. We thank you so much. This was very informative, and we thank you for the tea.
God bless you, and thank you so much for calling, and thank you so much for the kind words. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
When someone first gets the tea, how would you say do a detoxification?
Yeah, I mean, with regards to detoxification, the tea will detoxify the body because it comes from the only tree in the world that fungus doesn't grow on, so it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. And, unless a person is concerned that they're so infested and they have to go to work and, they may have to, pass stool and not have access to a bathroom, in which case they can start off slowly, a couple of cups a day. But, I would say for 99% of the people, first of all, they don't have the severe infestation to actually even experience that. So, we tell everybody to dive in and the more tea they drink, the better. In my family, everybody, drinks it instead of water. And, that's just a personal call if one wants to start with a couple of cups a day and then ramp it up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or whatever. or just jump in, because you can easily do that, and your chances of having severe enough infestation are like 1 out of 10,000. And so we get like one customer a year that calls us up that tells us about that. So you can certainly dive in right away and drink as much of the tea as you like. I mean, if you've got a life-threatening condition, you have to drink a lot of the tea, because it's a race. You need to beat the disease before it beats you. But if that's not the case, you can easily do 2 cups a day, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, as much as you like.
Okay, wonderful. And
Great.
Quick,
Sure.
how much tea do you make a day, or how do you make your tea?
Yeah, I personally follow the exact recipe that we have printed on the packaging. And we used to have on the packaging printed, for every 2 cups of water, use 1 tablespoon of tea. And then we started getting phone calls where people going, the tea is absolutely working phenomenally, but I've got terminal cancer of this type, and I'm drinking 10 cups a day, so I'm spending all day cooking tea. Because even though we call our product tea, what you actually make when you prepare it properly is a decoction. And a decoction is just a fancy word for what our forefathers used to do when they used to take a root and cook it in order to release its beneficial properties. So it's really easy to make. The directions are on the package, but it's like cooking spaghetti rather than steeping tea. So then it occurred to us, we're not getting the point across that you can make 10 or 20 cups at one time. You can leave the tea in the pot. It'll stay good for 4 days without refrigeration. You can put the tea in the fridge. It'll stay good for 8 days with refrigeration, and you can drink the tea hot, room temperature, cold, or ice.
Yes. I was listening earlier, and you mentioned about this man was saying he had kidney stones.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, my daughter has a friend that is on dialysis machine.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I was just wondering if you had anybody that called in and let you know that it helps someone on a dialysis machine.
Yep. Now, people that are on dialysis oftentimes are on a liquid intake restriction. So it's quite common for somebody who's on dialysis, for example, or has kidney issues, not just on dialysis, but that does have kidney issues, where they're restricted to 4 cups of any type of liquid per day. In other words, 32 ounces. Now, what we recommend to those people is to simply replace anything else that they're drinking, whether it's water or juice, and drink 32 ounces of the tea until their condition improves, and they can drink a little bit more of the tea. And with regards to the kidneys specifically, we've had miraculous kidney cases where people's kidneys were down to a 20% function, and in 4 months the kidney was regenerated back up to 100%. Now you have to understand that conventional medicine says that you cannot regenerate the kidney function. However, they find a bunch of cases where that's exactly what's happened, and they don't know why. And in our case, there's no reason for us to doubt somebody that's a customer of ours that calls in to tell us, my kidney function was 20%. I've been drinking the tea for 4 months, and now it's back up to 100%. To think that they're lying to us, because there's no motivation to. If anything, in this country, people are going to call you up and go, hey, I've been drinking your tea for 3 months, and I don't look 5 years younger yet. What gives, right? So, all of those cases. Anything else that's on your mind?
No, that was basically, because I heard about the kidney stones, I thought this might be helpful for my daughter's friend.
So, God willing, our tea will have the same benefits for your family that it's had for mine and so many others. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus does not grow on. As a result, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com.
For more information about the Taheebo Tea Club or to order, visit our website, TaheeboTeaClub.com. The first word is Taheebo, spelled T-A-H-E-E-B like boy, O. The second word is tea, spelled T-E-A. The third word is club, C-L-U-B, then .com.